Hey everybody, it's Dr. Rimka coming to you from my house. It's Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and I wanted to talk a little bit about gratitude, as that's the hot topic because we're rolling into Thanksgiving tomorrow, a time to really count our blessings and be with people that we love. I don't want to get into any of the deep political background or controversies around it. I am aware of some of the social injustice of where that came from, but let's just focus on abundance and gratitude and being thankful and how we can feel blessed in our lives. So I don't sound great, and I did a post a little while ago saying I was under the weather, and it was from some decisions I made when I traveled to not kind of keep up my routines and rituals. And, you know, something it's really easy for everybody, for all of us, to be grateful when things are going well, to be grateful for the good things, to say, I'm grateful my children are healthy, or I'm grateful my parents are still alive. But how often are we able to say, do we find gratitude in the things that might be what somebody considers bad or not good? What if you have a child who's struggling with a chronic illness? Are you grateful for that? What if you have a parent who is sick and dying? Are you grateful for that? How do we find gratitude in the things that bring us discomfort, that are bringing us pain, and maybe not going the way we want them, when we lose control as to how I want it to be this way, and the universe comes along and says, I don't care how you want it, because this is how it's going to go. And Spirit has a really great way of showing you that you're not really in control. You know, you're a part of this great matrix of things. So I just wanted to say, because I definitely picked up, you know, an infection, and it's my first kind of contagious pathogen thing that's overtaken my system in probably 2 or 3 years. I'm not exactly sure. So it's had me down and out. I actually had to miss yesterday and today of work. We went ahead and canceled because I didn't want to, at that point, I just didn't think I could even do it. So, but where's the beauty in all this, right? Ultimately, you know, people are coming over, bringing me things, my staff, my team is amazing, bringing me some food, medicines, and smoothies, and painkiller shots, and all my files in my computer so I can catch up on everything this weekend for everybody that I need to take care of in the office. But ultimately, everyone's like, oh, I'm so sorry, you're so sick. And I'm like, you know, I am in pain and I'm miserable, but I am so grateful for it. You know, why can I be grateful for the fever and the aches and the pain? And you guys know, in the sinus like congestion, like ultimately all I did was lay in bed, I think Sunday and Monday, and or no, Tuesday, actually I can't even tell time, and blow my nose and hack stuff up out of my lungs and keep, you know, doing all the healing rituals. But I was so grateful, because what I really felt deep within me was that my body was, you know, finally I was allowing it to go down really deep and clear out old stuff I wasn't allowing. In essence, what I've done, because of having this mold biotoxin illness from my home, the home I'm sitting in, that I bought 3.5 years ago, ended up making me and my son extremely ill, and we didn't know why. It took, you know, I kind of eventually figured it out once. It's a long story, but in and out of the doctors and hospitals and IVs, and couldn't figure it out, right? So it was mold. It took a long time to remediate. I had to go through 3 remediations in this home. And everything, it's so clean in here now. I've got the best crawl space on the block. I've got the best ozone filtration. I have UV light, ozone, everything going through my air constantly. I have, you know, it's insane what's been done in this house. But it took a long time. And so we had to stop the thing that was assaulting us, and then it's recovering. So what I've had to do was basically use artificial immune systems on my body with a number of devices and a number of very intense treatments to kill what was already in me. So I had this overload of pathogens, of mold and all their mycotoxins, which then made me susceptible to everything that I encountered. So my system was extremely overwhelmed, as was my son's. 2 very different ways of approaching it and how our systems are affected, so and how I have to heal it. So I've been using artificial like immune systems basically attached to my body with a number of devices. And I chose in Hawaii to not use that device. And what I did then was finally allow my own immune system to encounter something to upgrade itself. So why am I okay or actually even happy? I developed fever and congestion and a sinus infection and a cough and just, it's been, can't sleep. It's been horrible, right? You guys all know what it's like. And I haven't had that in a long time. But I really felt it deep within every time I hacked some disgusting green phlegm out of me, right? That was old, sequestered mold and other biotoxins deep within my lungs that my body, I finally allowed to go in and get it. So I'm so grateful for this infection. I'm so grateful I made that choice, even though I wasn't even aware that that's what I was doing. Everything is happening in my highest and best interest. This infection is in my highest and best interest. Missing work was in my highest interest. I may not always know why at the time, but I'm so grateful for it. But there's been a lot. I had a team member, Lee Holbrook, shout out. She was able to elevate. I'm already looking at how I'm going to move her up into a bigger leadership position. Well, she got thrown into it because I could not be there. I could not hold her hand. She had to up her game, and she did it big time. Boom. So my getting sick elevated her own skill set, increased her confidence, got her to do something and let me let go of my control, right? I couldn't control it. I couldn't be there to say, I'm going to, let me train you. Let me make sure, well, you got thrown in there. She did it, and she did it great, right? So there's lots of benefits to when crappy things happen to you, and sometimes we don't see it. I have a lot of friends going through some losing beloveds right now, and they're waiting, and hospice, whether it's parents that are in hospice, there are animals that are homesick and dying, people who have just lost partners of decades. So a lot of that going on right now in my circle. And it's a matter of, can we be grateful for that? Can we be in that space? So one, I know to trust the body more than a lot of other people. It's just part of my training to where, I don't take any medications when I don't feel well. I'm not trying to suppress any of my symptoms. Why would I do that, right? A fever is the most powerful healing mechanism. I know this, again, has let my body go deeper into healing things that were, that it needed to root out. So I am grateful for all this pain because it's going deeper and it's flushing. It's dealing with cancer cells that are trying to grow. It's dealing with old things. It's, the fever. I've actually helped my body make the fever bigger by being in a near infrared sauna, by laying on a far infrared mat, by drinking hot teas, by drinking hot soup. I'm increasing my temperature because I want to make my fighting immune cells go in there and crush everybody even better. So by us getting hot, we make our cells move faster, and we make the other cells that shouldn't be, doing what they're doing, other bacteria, viruses, parasites, and whatnot, they move slower. So please stop suppressing your fevers. Please, I beg you. It doesn't feel good, but that's the whole point. It puts you on your butt, it makes you stop moving, it stops spending every ounce of energy, and you start healing. So it's been a painfully miserable couple of days, but what I've seen is that I've had friends calling, people sending me things, having food and smoothies delivered, people showing up at my door. It's been a wonderful message of I'm loved and supported. My ex-husband has brought me soup. My son with it's just so sweet trying to make everything be okay. It was, I couldn't ask for more love and support. So it was like, there it is again. I'm grateful. I'm grateful I own this home. I'm grateful I have family and friends. I'm grateful I'm going to recover. I'm grateful I'm going in and healing deeper. Thank you for the fever. Thank you for the pain. Thank you for not letting me sleep. And it's a lesson I've learned as to how to take care of myself on my next trip when I'll be in Thailand, to make sure I'm like, okay, my body's not quite ready. I still need to use my devices and still keep doing what I'm doing. So I just wanted to throw that out there. It's a time of people traveling, and families can get really triggered at this time. And I just want to say, when you're with that, crazy uncle at that dinner table and he says some stuff and you're like, Lord, be grateful. Like, wow, you can have that mirror reflect maybe that shadow aspect of yourself that you go, I'm kind of like that sometimes. Or like, oh man, that's a lot of energy that he just said that. But you know what? He makes me laugh. like wherever you can find that. And for those of you struggling with some chronic illness and all that, I do get it's really hard. And I really do ask you to try to see how is it, if you can get to the point to see, well, what am I getting out of this? Where is the gift in this illness or this diagnosis or this moment? And it really will help lighten it. I've been there. I know what it's like. And this is just an acute area of it. So again, it's easy to be grateful when things are going well, right? It's easy to be grateful when your kid wins the spelling bee, but can you be grateful when your kid got called into the office because they I don't know, pulled the fire alarm or did something inappropriate or lied? Can you be grateful for that? Can you be grateful for when your kids screw up and you have to come in and say, okay, this is the teaching moment? I hope you can, and I hope you can think about it maybe differently when bad crap happens and someone pisses you off. Can you go, you know what? At the end of the day, God, I'm glad my mother's still here to piss me off. I'm so grateful for it. Because I know a lot of people don't have that opportunity anymore. Okay. Happy Thanksgiving, guys, and don't suppress your symptoms, please. And when it happens, look at it. It's not a bad thing that I am expressing this symptoms. It's not a bad thing I got sick and got knocked on my ass for a couple of days. A lot of people showed me they love and support me. My team was able to step up. All the new patients got the care they needed. I'll make up for my part next week. And my body is doing something so good for me. It's rebuilding, and I feel strong. I'm going to come out stronger than ever. So I'm grateful to my immune system for doing this for me. This isn't a bad thing. This is not a sign of weakness. This is a sign of, oh, we're learning a new process. We found something new you never encountered before. We're going to create an immune response. So when we see it again, we're going to kick its ass right away. That's how the body works. It's brilliant. The power that made this body will always heal this body. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Have a good one.